Hey guys, I'm back again. This is Bob. This is the 4th of July, and I couldn't think of anything more American than to go through one of the uh, giant size Jack Kirby Captain Americas. I'm not going to really go through the story or anything. We're just going to kind of marvel at the artwork. This copy does not belong to me. This belongs to a friend of mine. Um, I'm not sure where he got it, but it wasn't kept in the best conditions. So some of the pages here are a little torn, but it's going to be awesome to just go ahead and look at. You can see the size of it here compared to another comic that's, regular sized issue, and then what we're getting with the large size Jack Kirby Captain America. All right, let's just take a look, huh? Okay, so we can see here that this was edited, conceived, and drawn by Jack Kirby, inked by Herb Trimp, John Romita, and B. Smith. So I noticed just by looking through this a little earlier that, different styles you could tell from the people who are inking over it, but that is just an awesome Captain America. The size of this is awesome here. Oh, we skipped a page here. Like I said, some of these, as you can see here, this is coming apart, so I want to be a little careful with it. But all of this is just pretty amazing. I love it. Never really went through this before. I'm not even actually sure I read this, but I found it and just wanted to go through this. Just an amazing picture right here. I did not appreciate Jack Kirby when I was a kid. When I was a kid, if I would have seen that artwork, I would have thought that it was ugly. Not something I would have gotten into. And again, Marvel had their house style for a while. That house style was a lot like it was Jack Kirby style, try to get everybody to draw in that manner. Later on, it kind of became the John Buscema house style, where everything kind of resembled that. Or they just had John Buscema drawing like every comic that was out there. There was that also. But this is just, all of this is great here. Of course, we're going to have Hitler's story. They've captured Bucky. Here's Red Skull. All of this is great. Okay. It wasn't until later on, and I'm going to do a video on that I found out who Jack Kirby was. Because, again, I was kind of late to the comic scene. I was like 15 or so before I started collecting. And I had started with Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man issue 317. So, I had seen Jack Kirby artwork before, but didn't really know who Jack Kirby was or anything like that. Seeing that artwork, to me, it just seemed like old artwork. As a kid, I couldn't appreciate it because it's just what the ancient comics used to look like, not what the newer comics was looking like. It wasn't until, I decided to become an artist, and I believe it was 1992, with the birth of Image, we got Phantom Force, which was a Jack Kirby drawn book where each of the founders of Image had inked pages of Jack Kirby for this book. And I think it was a way to get him some money because Marvel had just treated Jack Kirby so poorly, keeping his artwork and everything, and, profiting off of everything that Jack Kirby ever did with all the characters he created and everything, while Jack Kirby really didn't get much of anything out of it. So later on, when I had seen that and learned who Jack Kirby was and started looking into this, now you can really look at it and appreciate everything that Jack Kirby brought to the table. All of his artwork was dynamic. Everything told a story. Just the way he drew, everything is heroic, dynamic, just amazing to look at. He had his own style. No one else drew like Jack Kirby did. He was incredibly creative. I've watched several documentaries discussing Jack Kirby and the things that he brought to the table. I believe there was supposed to be a movie made where Jack Kirby had completed all the designs and everything for it. Some sci-fi movie where they were even going to make a theme park about it, but I can't remember exactly what that was. I believe I had heard that from Jerk Comics. It's another YouTube channel. I watched something about Jack Kirby on there, and he had just a ton of information about the life of Jack Kirby and the career of Jack Kirby. This just phenomenal right here. Being in this large size, I just want to be so extra careful with these pages. Look at this. This is just, that's a gorgeous splash page here. Again, now I can look at this and appreciate it, whereas before, I would have looked at it and said, oh, this is, not what I would have wanted in a comic. You always hear the other comic artists talk about, oh, the king of comics was Jack Kirby, or, whoever their favorite artist was from back in the day. Even I, as a kid, to me, I think the greatest comic artist of all time, in my opinion, would be Neil Adams. I love Neil Adams' photorealistic style. Everything he drew was just so gorgeous to me, and I'll be going through some of the Green Lantern Neil Adams comics later on in other videos. But there's something to be said for the way that Jack Kirby did it. He defined what a superhero comic should look like. Again, it has its own style. Everything matches and looks like it belongs in this superhero universe, from obvious bad guys to obvious heroes, just things like that. It's just amazing. Here, another great splash page here from Jack King Kirby. Okay. So much to look at here and try to dissect. And again, I want to be so gentle with these pages. You can see here, they're browned, they're old, they feel very flimsy in my hand here. Again, I'm not sure where my friend got it, but it wasn't, treated with love for the most part. Look at this giant double page spread here. There's so much going on here, so much detail to everything. Just so much. It just spells out so much of a story here just with this artwork, without us even going through. Look at this. Look at this splash page. That's a lot of real estate used here on just Captain America's face and hand to yell, what's going on here. Yeah, just amazing stuff to look at here. I'm going to have to go through and read some of these stories. I usually don't touch this, like I said. I'm just afraid of ruining it. My friend entrusted it to me. He knows I take care of my comics. And I've had this sitting in a box where, it's not getting touched or anything. I don't, he gave it to me in this condition and the way it is. I don't know if they have plastic sleeves this size to hold this. This is another great one right here. Captain America in this biplane, right? Captain America can do everything. Fly planes, drive tanks, all of it. Just amazing stuff here. That's just a definitive Captain America face. And then I'm pretty sure this is, geez, what's his name again? Is it Dum Dum Dugan? I don't know, it looks like it. Actually, it says, you took that one just fine, bucko. They usually stay down when John L. Sullivan hits them. So I wasn't sure who John L. Sullivan is. I guess he's just a boxer in this story. But at first I was assuming it was Dum Dum Dugan. Okay. Yeah. Looks like we've got a lot of, stories here that touch on very important themes. Again, the artwork speaks for itself. I feel like I want to, keep saying things or pointing things out. All of it is so amazing. This book has so much content to it. Being at this giant size, you get to see so much detail that you wouldn't see normally, which was another reason why I like the horror magazines that I was showing you, like Shudder and Vampiris Carmella. The larger size allows for, just first you to see the artwork much better. Then in the smaller size, I think we have an atomic blast that took place here. Everybody was sitting there watching with the goggles, right? Maybe it blasted them back in time from that. Wow, just Jack Kirby did such an amazing job with this book. The man was a workhorse. He was producing, and I don't think anyone ever produced as much as he did when making these comics. I mean, the man was drawing several comics a month. The artists of 80s, 90s, and today have difficulty getting one out a month. I know back in the 90s, getting things on schedule was a hard, people were having very hard time accomplishing that, and here's this guy just putting out work over and over again, so much content each month just from this one artist who not only was drawing, but was basically writing the stories, creating the characters. I always loved Jack Kirby tech. He had it in his mind exactly what it needed to be, and there it is, and it's amazing. He knew how everything worked. It fits in his universe and looks like it belongs there. No issues. Just great stuff here. Oh, here we go. This looks like it's straight out of the Captain America movie. Like they incorporated that right into it. Looks awesome. Ugh, just want to be so careful. Okay. Looks like he's not having fun filming this movie, though. Or whatever is going on here. Again, did not read the story. But there seems to be a theme running through this. It looks like this guy here has something to do with this. Maybe like a watcher, and he's taking Captain America through time, showing him the important events. Maybe showing him what it means to be American. Again, just getting all of that just from artwork. Did not do any of the reading on this. I will go through another time and read it. I debated about using this as, for a video, because I just wanted it to, look at this. That's an awesome splash page. We'll make just a awesome poster to put on the wall. Oh, man, look at all of this. This is awesome. We have Captain America's through the different times, right? Great stuff. Future Cap in a spacesuit. That's awesome. All right, guys, so that was it. There you have it. Happy 200th birthday. Okay. All right, so this was, again, Captain America Bicentennial Battles, the Treasury Edition, king-size Jack Kirby comic from 1976. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please like the video. Again, my name is Bob, and I'm working on a comic called Ghost Girl. Over the next couple of months, I expect that to be complete, at which time I'll do a Kickstarter in order to get funds to print the book. If you're interested in that, hit subscribe so that you can follow me and get the details as they happen. All right, thank you guys. Until next time.